I don't know how everything looks. I've just picked up my camera, and maybe I should have just done a quick mirror check to make sure like my weft is not showing, my AirPods are out of my ears. I don't have anything that I should not have on my face. Yeah, it's been a lot, but in a beautiful way. I'm choosing to think of it in a beautiful way. But so first and foremost, my Hekaya x Sharon collection went live last. Backtrack. I feel like I need to fill you in. Oh, didn't I get really unwell on Friday? So it was so, and in fact, not just even Friday, but the Sunday before that, I was so, like, my cramps were so bad. I like, it went back to what I thought we were done. I thought we were done with that kind of pain. Apparently not. Just a second. There, I think that's better. I don't know why it got a little bit dark for a second. But I was just saying that I got really unwell on the Sunday before, whatever, I think it must have been the 13th, from cramps, so bad. And then on Friday, same thing, but it wasn't cramps. It was, I'm not sure, but I'm a little bit better now. Yeah, I didn't feel my best, but it didn't matter whether I felt good or not, because the next day I had to get my ass up and out, threw some lashes on to hide the fact that my eyes felt swollen, my stomach was hurting, I didn't feel great, and take some pictures that needed to be taken for the website, for the collection, because things just didn't go according to plan, and certain things were delivered rather late, and no one's fault. Well, if I'm gonna blame someone, I feel like I should blame customs. But that's like, there was nothing we could do about that. But we had the shoot with Denis, and yesterday, Sunday, the website went live to those people who'd signed up to the wait list. Now, it seems like a number of people didn't get the email actually. Maybe not that many, but enough that made me feel like, I'm so sorry, what's happening? But we just realized what it was. I think there was a setting that didn't allow everyone to get the email that would give them the access, but a lot of people did get, because some of the pieces sold out. What? I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Like, I'm yesterday, for Saturday night, I was a wreck. I couldn't sleep longer than 2 hours. I kept wondering, like, oh my gosh, what if, like, you know, Hekaya, like, well, that was a flop. That's not what we thought it was going to be. And things didn't go as we'd hoped. I just kept tossing and turning. Did we remember this? Should I have changed that? Is this in the right color? What if this isn't made long enough? And blah, all these thoughts. And then I kept myself busy as possible on Sunday, and then it went live 7 p.m. We posted this video that Denis, who is an incredible photographer, filmmaker, he's so talented, he beautifully brought it to life. It all came together so beautiful. I also, if you've been on my social media lately and have left a comment, a DM, if you've been messaging me like, girl, I've got a lot of those from like friends and family, just thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. If even all you did was just kind of like a smile hinted, you didn't even have to like the video, you didn't have to leave a comment, if you just were like good vibes, thank you. And yeah, it's not 24 hours and now 2 of the pieces have sold out, and it feels like soon it's gonna be another 2 are going to sell out, which is insane. But worry not, I'm not saying that like, oh sorry you missed it, because we're gonna get pre-order is going. In fact, by the time this video goes live, there will definitely be a pre-order link to any piece that's sold out in whatever sizes. So if you are interested in getting any one of the dresses that I talked about in the last video, you absolutely can. It just will take a little longer for them to come in, possibly like mid-December, but it's fine, like mid-December and maybe onwards. I reckon it's fine. It'll be like your little Christmas present, and you can still wear it for all the events that are happening that season, maybe even into New Year's. And especially if you pre-order now up until the 28th, while there's still that 30% discount. We're still going to keep that as is, 30% discount running, and you can pre-order. You can pre-order now, and it can even be like cash on delivery if you choose so, or you can just like, you know, pay up front if you're like, I'm not even taking chances. I want my dress, period. And is there anything else I want to let you know? I'm gonna link it below. Actually, today I've just been on the website, like in between trying to get stuff prepared and work done, because I have a shoot this week that I have to prep for, and have to like manage so many brands for that, because it's something I want to do for Christmas. In between all of that, I just go on the Hekaya website and I'm like, what? Is that me on the website? Oh, it's just really exciting. It's really exciting. I feel so grateful. I actually just had my second call with the Hekaya team today. We've had to just kind of like go over whatever little hiccups there were and try and see what to do about replenishing stocks for people who just, you know, want to have these dresses this season, and maybe even consider if there's different colorways we want to introduce for some of the dresses. But I was just also just saying to Rashlyn, who's the woman behind Hekaya, how grateful I am on so many fronts, and one of them is that it's just reignited this spark to create, to push myself, to pivot, to expand and scale my brand, and I feel really grateful. Yeah. Okay, I will link everything down below. You can pre-order, and if you do so now up until the 28th of November, you will still have access to the 30% discount. So instead of spending 8,000 shillings on a dress, you're going to spend 5,600 shillings on a dress, and I think it's worth it. And also, if you are purchasing this internationally, just bear in mind that you can, what am I trying to say? If you're internationally, you can access my collection only on the Kenyan site, just because they have to manage inventory and they don't have it in different parts of the world. So just stick to the Kenyan website, and you'll be able to access it, and they deliver internationally. If you spend over 10,000 shillings, it's free delivery, and happy shopping. And thank you. And if whether you buy a dress or not, I just want to say thank you. Also, thank you to all the people who in the last video were just like, you know, like just cheering me on and fist bump. I don't know what to do. I'm just really grateful, and I want you to know I'm really grateful. And yeah, okay. Can I also show you the books that I bought recently? I'm going to start with one that was released recently. I think it was released last week, actually. My doppelganger. If I had 1,000 shillings for every time someone said I looked like Michelle Obama, I genuinely think I would be at maybe 500,000 shillings. May not be much to some people, but it's a lot. I am told so many times how much I look like her or one of her daughters. I hear that all the time. So me and my doppelganger are here to what? I don't even know where I was going with that sentence. Listen, the book that she came out with is The Light We Carry. And the reason I thought like, oh, it's gonna be interesting, I obviously read her her first one, Becoming, I believe that's what it's called. I read the first one, and yes, #1 best-selling memoir, Becoming. Former First Lady Michelle Obama shares practical wisdom and powerful strategies for staying hopeful and balanced in today's highly uncertain world. Oh, that's what I want. Hopeful and balanced. Honestly, I love it. But when I flipped to the first page, because I think I've said it here before that I like to listen to my non-fictions. Like this year I listened to Viola Davis's, I've now forgotten what it's called. The book that Viola Davis came out with. But I listened to it, and it was so powerful. It was so beautiful. I would highly recommend, but I also would love to own that book. I would love to own that book. That's how good it was. And this felt like a book that I could listen to, but I want to own it. I got this from Educate Yourself at Westgate. And I know they've got lots of copies to anyone who's interested in buying for themselves or gifting a loved one. Let me just read the first page. No, not just the first sentence. And I thought, oh, I want to know more. At some point when I was a child, my father started using a cane to keep himself balanced when he walked. And I think it's because I remembered when she told the story of her dad when she was younger. And there's also this little picture of Michelle Obama as a little baby. So cute. Wow, imagine having a book like a book that you've written and it's like a bestseller. I can't. And then I also bought 2 other books whilst I was there. These 2 I have seen so many times on, what is it called again? Goodreads. So many times on Goodreads. I bet you if I open Goodreads Discover page, I will see this. Like, I'm just opening their Discover page. It's gonna be like trending with Goodreads members. If it's not here, I'm gonna cry. Actually, I'm like, I've seen it so many times. Oh no, it's another one that looks exactly like it. Let me open this one. It looks literally exactly like it. Just put like 2 Caucasian people on the cover kissing, and yeah. No, I don't even know if you can see that, but it's just two people. Look. Oh, Viola Davis, Finding Me. I've just seen it here. Oh, first, look what's here. I don't know if, it doesn't matter if you can see it. The point is, it's this book. The other one is what I now feel like, of course it's not going to show. Of course I'm not going to see it when I look for it. But we found one, so whatever. My point is, I've seen this so many times on Goodreads. And typically this isn't the kind of book I'd gravitate to. Like, the cover doesn't do anything for me. I'm not like, yeah, I want to read that romance. Yeah, no, but I just saw it so many times, and I know I have a trip coming up, and this felt like a book that I would just be like, done. Next, you know, one of those really quick ones. This is, oh, first of all, that foil. Oh, I love it. I love what it's doing there. I love what it looks like. It's not the genre that I typically go for, because it's like fantasy and mythological and history. So I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of it, but I did see a lot about this book. We'll see. I'm not sure, but I thought, why not? And then another book that I got a long time ago, but I just want to bring it to your fore, because we're going to be reading it very soon, is A Man Called Ove. I actually got this during the Big Bad Wolf book fair, and I think it was 600 shillings. Oh, God. When books are like really inexpensive, makes my heart sing. I don't think it's an easy book to find, but I did ask Educate Yourself to bring in a whole bunch of them so that if you do want to join us, you can. I will say this, Frederick Backman is one of my favorite authors, and I've only read one of his books, but that one book, Anxious People, it was so good. It was so lovely. I don't know where this is going to go. I do know that I want to explore his work, and I would love for you to join us. I think this would also make a really good gift. I think these two would make a really good gift, and I've not read either one, but I just have a feeling that they would be stellar. Anyway, I don't know what else to update you on besides the books I've been reading and how excited I am about this collection. And I hope that you love it, and I can't wait for people to start wearing and just like rocking the pieces and tagging. Oh gosh, imagine like walking somewhere on like out and about, and I just see someone in like, are you wearing? I think the other thing that I kind of wanted to touch on is Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Listen, hun. It is the 21st of November and I don't have my tree up yet. I almost just want to be like, yeah, I really am sick. Things must really be bad. She doesn't have her tree up yet. Jeez, what's happening? I am waiting on an order from Sandstorm, and my prayer is that it gets here this week. Not sure it will. It was dispatched last week, and in the last 2 orders from Sandstorm, they've literally come the week after. So I'm just like, please, Sandstorm people, just make it happen, because this week I'm going to put up my Christmas tree. I will, however, probably save that for next week's videos. I will be doing Vlogmas. It will be different. It will be like what I did last year. And I think last year I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that's what I did. And that's what I'm going to stick to as much as possible. I also don't want to just film for the sake of it if there's nothing I feel like I'm excitedly sharing or something to show. But I have a few things that I hope will make it a little bit exciting this season. And I also want to say that I'm not sure I'll have 2 videos up leading up to Christmas, you know? Like this week, for instance, I know I'm filming this on Monday. I'm not sure if this video will go up tomorrow, Tuesday, or Thursday. It would be great if you did it Tuesday. But I'm not sure then I'll have another video up on Thursday. And next, actually, that's what I should do. I should just have a video up for Tuesday, and I should have another video up for next week, Tuesday. Sorry, I'm taking you through how my mind is, like all of this. But I should have another video up for Tuesday, skip Thursday, because next week, Friday, is December. Are you panicking? How are we in December already? How is that? How are we in December already? Next week, Friday is 2nd December. This is insane. This is insane. Anyway, oh my goodness. So I feel like I want to apologize because I may have left you guys just kind of like that yesterday. I just, in this spur of the moment, I just felt like I wanted to pick up the camera, explain how excited I am about how things were going, and then I found that I had nothing else to say. Like it was just like, this is amazing. Yeah, that's all. Switch off the camera. I probably should have waited till today so that it could have been like a more, like just a better, well-rounded vlog. But even then, I forgot to like film the moments that I thought I was going to film today. Sorry. Whoop. I'm just gonna get my water because I am thirsty. But I've had a bit of like an errands day, like to try and get things done that are pending and need to be sorted as soon as possible. For instance, I took a couple of items to the tailor just to get them like fitted a little bit better. One of them being the denim jeans that I got from Platform, the one that I kind of have matching with Mwangi, which is great. I'm actually gonna leave in the description box the location and the name of the tailor. I was trying to ask, like, do you have an Instagram? No. Your phone number? So I was like, what do I put? Because I would love to share this with people, and I'm not sure what to put. Gosh, I hope I don't have like hair sticking out all over the place. And she said the location, which is, I mean, I'm just gonna put it there, and once you get there, it's it's easy to find. It's in a compound, and it's easy to, that someone will direct you to where she is. Okay, so for this afternoon, not evening, but for this afternoon, Sophie is coming because I have to have my nails done. I've been trying to make appointments to like get my brows and wax on, get my hair done. I have a trip coming up, but before then there's like activities after, like there's just a bunch of things, and I've been trying to map out my week and be as like well prepared and slot in those like appointments that I need to just get things going, which means my hair I have to undo today. That's also another thing I hadn't thought about, because if I'm doing my hair tomorrow, I have to undo this and wash it today. But what I also wanted to talk to you guys about is something Christmas related, because in the month of December, I think I may have said this at some point, I'm going to be having weekly giveaways, and I've started to receive some of the products from the brands. Now, I kind of just reached out to these brands, all of whom I've either worked with, or I have like a friendship with the team or something of the sort, and I was like, oh, do you want to contribute to my giveaway? Because I want to have weekly giveaways, and just give me product, thank you. Please. And I think everyone I reached out to has pretty much said, well, everyone, I kind of have to follow up on a few, but I wanted to highlight some of the things that have come in, because I'm already like, so exciting. I think I want in some ways to be unofficially Mrs. Santa Claus Nairobi. I'm not trying to aim for worldwide, because I think Mariah has taken that, and I think I saw somewhere that she was trying to apply for some, I don't know what she was trying to patent around the Queen of Christmas or something. I don't think she got it. I think she should have, because she is the Queen of Christmas. But so I'm not even trying to go worldwide. I just want to be like Mrs. Santa Claus Nairobi. Not even Kenya, just Nairobi. Maybe Kenya could be something I aspire to one day, but Mrs. Santa Claus Nairobi. And how best to do that, but to give gifts in the month of December. Okay, so first thing is from Trewrld. Ooh, I had a moment. I thought my address was on here. No, it's on this other side. Trewrld sends. So I've got gift vouchers, and each week someone will get a candle. I love their candles. Bath and Body Works is what they have. That entire row there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, filled with candles from them. I love it. You guys know I've been living off of my family thinks it's a problem. I don't really care. I love candles. I love gifting candles, and it's so yummy. The last one I burnt is actually up here, and that's the thing. I didn't want to select the candles, and then it may not be, you know, someone's scent or style, and this can be something so personal. It's hard to like just throw it at people and just be like, hope you like it. Hot cocoa and cream. And then another thing that came in is from Trewrld. I bought what have I bought from them? My AirPods, my iPad, my vlogging camera, what I'm using right now, from them. And I think 2 years ago they gifted me a JBL Flip 5 speaker, and Harman Kardon speaker. My memory, not the best. So the relationship started back then. Got so excited. I was so overwhelmed in a magnificent way. And since then I've been a customer, and they're just like really on it with service and everything. So I also DM'd. It was like, oh, do you feel like you want to give something, please? Obviously they couldn't do like for every week, but they did throw in a JBL Flip 5 speaker. I think that might be the one the giveaway I have the week right before Christmas. All of this is going to be on Instagram, by the way, just because it's easier to manage. I found YouTube giveaways, it's just so hard to contact people, and it's just a lot harder to navigate here. There's another package. There are a few others that haven't come in yet. I've got La Roche-Posay coming in. I've got Muthaiga Tea Company coming in. I love their teas. I love their teas. And it's not just even teas. It's like wooden boxes and like little tea caddies that have the teapot and the timer, so that you're like really into it. And it's loose leaf tea, but also like their pyramid tea bags. But it's all like very luxurious. They make the tea experience just feel amazing. And you guys know how I feel about La Roche-Posay as well. I freaking love the brand. I'm a fan. I adore La Roche-Posay. And so we've kind of crafted two different skincare groups. Like one is more like treatment, acne, problem skin based, and the other one is more like just if you know, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, that kind of thing. This other one that I have here, there are a couple more that I don't have in person, because they'll be like vouchers. Like Hekaya is also gifting a couple of vouchers, and now off the top of my head I don't remember, and I don't have my notebook. Oh, I wish I could mention them here, but anyway, let me show you what I have from Sandstorm. This one I really wished it was my bag. I really wished it was my bag, but I feel I'm embarrassed by how amazing it is, and how I don't know. It's not even mine. Like, it's not for me, but I'm just like, I feel so giddy. You'd think it's my stuff. No. The first is this bag. Oh my gosh, do I have names? Oh yeah, this is called the Eveline. It's kind of reminiscent of the Pauline, which is the one I have, but the Pauline is a lot more like rectangle in shape and more structured that way. This feels a little like the Pauline could almost feel like more professional, and has like a more, what is the, I don't know how to explain it, but I want to say like Pauline is the masculine, Eveline is the feminine. I don't know if that will be an accurate description, but that's just the way my brain has put those two. But yes, and you know how, I mean, Sandstorm is Sandstorm. They are iconic for their leather. And what I love too is that it gets better with age. It ages well. Like you can be clumsy with this, and you don't have to be precious about it. I love it. And then for people who like compartments on compartments on compartments, you're gonna love this. Zippers, pockets, pen holders. It's just a beauty. It's just a beauty. So we've got this leather baby. We've also got the Endo collab tote. What is the actual? Dorothy. Okay, so they call this Dorothy. I have one of the Endo totes actually. I bought that a few years ago. They had a pop-up at the pantry on Raptor Road, and I got the brown one that has just a face on the side. But I guess these just became iconic. I keep seeing, like, every time I'm out, almost every time I'll see someone in a Sandstorm tote. So I thought for one of the weeks a tote would be classic. They have this beautiful suede in this like moss green, of course, again with leather at the bottom, and I don't know, it's so beautiful. They call this Faith, and it's the small version. I've just seen the price point on some of these bags, and I'm a little bit embarrassed about like their generosity. This is a 19,000 shilling bag. It's beautiful, and I'm just so happy that someone is gonna go home and get to enjoy it. And look at the contrast. I love that. I love that. Again, keeping in line with, like, you know, just everything has like little compartments. I love that. The last one is the one that I think I'm gonna get for myself. I don't know when. I don't know if I should I've already got myself a Christmas present. I don't know why I was gonna tell myself it's another Christmas present, but that's how you get into like just like spending and spending and spending, isn't it? But
Just look at this. It's a duffel bag. It's a duffel. You need to see it with stuff inside. Okay, with stuffing, you know, so that it maintains its shape. But I love this so much. I love it. I want to take me somewhere, someone, please. But I have to buy the bag first, because otherwise it won't make any sense. So let me buy the bag and then someone take me somewhere. It's such a beauty. Of course, the bottom has the leather to it, like just little details, like this leather patch here, and then the hardware, the brass hardware. I love it. I wonder if they had something just a little bit smaller than this, just a little bit smaller, it would be my gym bag. Oh, I wonder if I can ask Mark. I wonder if I can. Yeah, so actually it would also need to be a little bit shorter as well. I wonder if I can kind of design, and I'll happily, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna text Mark after this and just be like, I'm gonna be a paying customer, but can I design my gym bag? And then the inside for you to just shove everything that you need. There's also a zipper on one edge. But in that, like, I'm just so excited for whoever's gonna win this. Oh, I'm so excited. This is definitely something I'm gonna get for myself. And just to come in close, I think they have a tote in this same pattern, but as a duffel bag, it just is an absolute beaut. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, so those are some of the things that are going to be in the giveaway. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I would suggest that you do. And yeah, let's get giving. I want the title, Mrs. Santa Claus Nairobi. You can call me landlady, Mrs. Santa Claus Nairobi. I love how some people still call me landlady. From a comment, a remark I made like years ago. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to kind of just mention that I'm doing this Christmas, and I'm really excited about this idea. I'm sharing it in case it's something that you'd also want to do. But so you know how our phones have spoiled us, and we tend to just have albums on our phones, and we've kind of, maybe I'm speaking, you know, a little too generally here, a little too freely, but for me at least, I don't have any physical photos of myself, my family, anywhere in my home. I definitely don't have an album. And I was just thinking about trying to bring together the album of all albums that not just starts with my parents, but starts with their parents, right? And try and find photos that date as far back as I can find. Maybe even like birth certificates, old passports. Try and scan as many things as I possibly can and have this like iconic album. Maybe not that big, that might end up being like an atlas, or so I may not, you know. But what I'm looking for is almost like a coffee table book of albums. Like I'm willing to print it out as if I'm printing a book, and make a couple of copies. But I just want something that both digitally, because I want that all digital file, like these old photos, but more so I want to present this to my parents. Now I had to tell them about this. I was going to do it as a surprise, and I started to reach out to like family members, like, what photos do you have? Can you please send me like your albums, anything, please? I'll take care of your stuff. Trust me, I'll take care of everything, and I'll just scan and give it back to you. But I'm trying to collect as many photos as possible. So that's my big project. It feels a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, and I realized I need to involve my parents because I need for them to help map out this, like what you know, who should be in there, like this, you know. And I also need to be like, can I include this photo of this person? I'm not sure who they are, and do we want this photo in there, in case they like turn a page and they're like, ugh, that didn't end well, or whatever, you know what I mean. I just thought best to have them, and they can also help map out this whole process. so I've been kind of going through that. Even this morning I was going through an album that a cousin of mine sent over, and it was just like, I guess because some people have passed on, you know, and it's been many, many years, I had forgotten what they looked like almost. It was just like, oh wow, I forgot. It's just been a really interesting process. And yeah, that's my goal, to try and create like an iconic album. And I'm just also thinking about like their grandchildren, you know, like my little one and future grandkids that they might have, and future great grandkids. Like, wouldn't it be better to have that physical album that's like well curated, that kind of helps map, you know, you can just trace everyone a lot better. And also because I've noticed that these albums that our parents had, and it might be worth just checking in with your folks as well, but these albums that our parents have been storing, they're like up in a corner, never touched. And when I pulled out some of the stuff from like my mom's corners, you know, in their house, I was like, no, something's happened. Like, things had even started to go funny. Like, the photos don't look quite right anymore. So I'm hoping by digitizing them that it'll just also help preserve them a little bit better. I'm going to touch on the Kardashians here, which might be a bit of a curveball to the people who aren't Kardashian fans. But the one thing one of the things that I really treasure about Kris Jenner especially is how she's able to catalog these special moments. Like, she feels like she has a warehouse of albums, and she has people who wear gloves, who make sure that the pages are flipped if they need to be flipped, that there's like, it's the right temperature, there's not enough light to tamper with it. Like, there's something special to that. And not just even that, it's in creating the memories. It's in their Christmas cards and their Christmas pictures and their Christmas traditions. Like, I love, and it's not even just Christmas, you'll see it for Easter, and how she makes a deal out of everything. And I love that. As someone who gets excited so easily about, like, the bags aren't even mine, and I was laughing as if it's mine, like I was giddy, like I've gotten it. But you know, like, things like that make me so happy, and so I connect with that. And I thought, like, like, I bet someone like Kris Jenner did this like many years ago and has it down to a T. I almost wish I could see what she's done to kind of be inspired by it. But I've got here a few photos. I hope my folks won't mind me sharing, but look at my mama. Look at my mama. Why do I want to just cuddle her? I wonder if it'll just be, yes, it's in focus now. Just want to cuddle you. I just want to tell you you're, oh wait, this one I saw, and even now I don't even know why it makes me want to, it makes me emotional. Why am I, can you see that? That's my dad and my uncle, my mom's cousin. But that's my dad. Like, he just looked like he was, I don't know, it makes me want to, like, I think, like, protect them. It's such a weird feeling, but I almost just want to, like, oh, thank you, I treasure you, I love you, I want to protect you. That's the two of them, my mom and my dad. They were so skinny. They were so tiny. I don't know if it's focused. I feel like that was my dad's car, I'm not sure. Also, my mom in her little blue outfit and her little afro. My dad too. My dad was so tiny. Look at his arms. I can't. Look, and then this one. Posing. I was a poser. Even back in the day. Point a camera at my face, I'm ready. With my little, look. How? I can't even. And also, Jeff doesn't have dreadlocks. How does Jeff's head look? It's so funny. He hadn't gotten braces yet either, so gosh, I don't know. Look at the gel. I gelled down my edges, y'all. Had my hair did, had my little clips. I want, oh, it has a date stamp. 11/23/02. What does that mean? Oh, 2002. What does 11/23/02 mean? 11/23 must have been the date. 11th. what's the date today? Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my goodness. It's the 22nd. It's the 22nd. It's the 22nd of November, 2022. This was 20 years ago. Oh my God, 20 years ago, almost to the date. Oh, this is gonna be the best present ever. I feel like it's my present. I don't even know if everyone is gonna be as excited as I am, but I'm like, oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. I just know I'm excited for this, and I hope it will be an exciting one for everyone. 20 years to the date? Oh, I wanna hug like everyone. I wanna hug myself. I wanna hug my brother. I wanna hug my folks. I just wanna be like, it's gonna be okay, everyone. Anyway, that's a little of, I did not see that coming, but and these are tears of like just, oh, but I just, I'm probably gonna sign off here because I know Sophie's gonna be here any second now, and I also just kind of need to edit this video and try and put it up for today. It may not be an exciting one for everyone, but I do think it's like well rounded up because we've talked about Christmas and we've talked about giveaways. And also, actually, if you can also join me tomorrow, I'm gonna be having a live with Ambreen, my life coach, on my Instagram, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. And we'll just be sharing a few of the gems and takeaways from the few months of working together. She's gonna share her little tips that might be of use for some people, and just like not map out, but just like go through the last few months and yeah, like what's been some of the shifts. So join us for that as well. But for now, I'm gonna just say goodbye and continue working on this because it's like, this is it. This is it for me. Okay, I had to get some tissue for my runny nose. Bye, everyone.